Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Rambling RunOff. I am your host, Robert Rios, here to give you the sports news I think you need to hear. And of course, with me as always through the virtual landscape, my co-host, Senor Danny Tan. Danny, say what's up to the people.
What up, y'all? How's it rolling?
Yes. We have an action-packed show for you today, as always. We're going to be going over the MLS Cup that just passed by. Well, it's been a little bit of time now, but hey, we're still going to go over it, because why not? We're also going to be going into the next week's NBA Christmas game, so we're going to hear Danny's thoughts on that, of course. In this week's warm-up topic, we got Netflix getting into the sports game. We're going to give our thoughts and opinions on that. And then, of course, in the rundown, we got some whatever's been cooking, whatever's happening going into the new year in the sports world, so we have stick around for that. But Danny, how have you been? What's the dealio? What's popping?
I've been alright. I was sick this past weekend, so I'm still recovering from that. If I sound a little sick or catch a cough and I'm not able to mute it, my apologies for that, but I've been alright, bro. What about you? What's been going on?
No, yeah, man, there's like a bug going around. Like, remember the last couple like recordings? Like, I'm like, hey, I'm not feeling so good. Missed the start.
You got it.
I'm still kind of feeling it.
Ago.
You're probably gonna hear me cough a little bit still, but I feel 95%, which is pretty good.
Nice. That's awesome.
I still have a little bit of a stuffy nose. Like you probably heard right now, I still have a little bit of a cough, but I mean, I should be okay still. Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling a lot better than I was. Like I was probably, I wouldn't say I was sick, but I was under the weather for like a good week and a half, maybe almost 2 weeks.
Week and a half, god dang.
No, yeah, man, it was just damn stuffy nose, and then I had my cough, and like I've had like prior health conditions, so like it wasn't an aggressive cough, but when I did cough, it sounded aggressive. If that makes any sense. Like I felt okay, like I'm like, all right, I'm good, and then just
you cough like a lawnmower.
Yeah, even though after I stopped coughing, I was like, all right.
Yeah, no.
Even my doctor was like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I got a little bit of a hoarse cough still, but I'm feeling better. Yeah, missed out on golf this weekend. Sad, but I'll get back to it. We'll see. That's how you know I'm real sick. Couldn't get out and golf. But anyway, I'm doing all right.
Okay, that's good. You spend more time with your dogs, huh?
Yeah, I mean, well, I was mostly sleeping, but yeah, I did hit a couple practice balls for one of my dogs, for Bella, but it's all I can muster before I had to go back and take a little nap. But yeah, this weekend I'll try to get out to a course.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Nah, I mean, hey, you still somehow did more than me. All I've been doing is just like cleaning around the house, so not much on my end either.
Hey, efficiency is efficiency, man. That's productivity.
I mean, cleaning out some old toys, I wouldn't say is efficient.
Hey, Marie Kondo that.
Nah, some of these are all beat up or missing pieces, so it's all good.
It's all right. Doesn't spark joy anymore.
Some of them do, but yeah. But do you know what does spark joy, Danny?
I don't know, Rob. What could possibly spark joy in you this week?
The LA Galaxy winning MLS Cup.
Let's go.
So yeah, we're gonna be jumping into our first topic of the week. Yes, the MLS Cup was 10 days ago now, as of this recording, on December 7th, a day that will live in infamy, if you know what I'm talking about.
Okay, wait, chill. It's not that kind of podcast.
Yeah,
that was also the wrong day.
No, it was. Yeah, it is December 7th. I know my history.
What? No, I thought it was December 6th.
Are you sure?
Pearl Harbor is December 6th.
Fact check. Somebody fact check us.
Fact checking.
But yeah, the LA Galaxy are MLS Cup champions. Look, see, I took AP US History in high school.
So did I.
Yeah, we had the same class.
Sure.
Yeah, the MLS Cup was on
Only one
December
of us passed
7th.
the AP test. Guess who it was?
All right, relax on me. Where are we going
Yeah,
off the
was it
rails?
you?
It was not me. All right, whatever.
It was me who doesn't know the day for the Pearl Harbor. It's funny.
Bruh.
Anyway.
You wanna know how I know?
Sorry.
Because the flags were at half staff. Anyways,
Sorry about that, Rob.
the LA Galaxy. I don't think we're ever gonna get to it. The LA Galaxy are your 2024 MLS Cup champions. They defeated the New York Red Bulls, 2-1, and I would say in a convincing victory, at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. The game was on Apple TV, for free on Fox and Fox Deportes as well. But yeah, it was a really good game. I mean, I predicted this outright, 2-1. I mean, I thought it was going to be well, I mean, slightly. I mean, I thought that that Red Bulls goal was not going to happen. Danny, you had a 3-1 victory.
Yeah, I did say 3-1.
You said 1-1 early, and the Galaxy get 2, and then later on in the match they get a third, which is kind of like what I was predicting, a little bit.
Yeah.
And it looked like that was going to happen. They were going to get a third goal, but it never came, unfortunately. But Red Bulls were just pushing and pushing, but they couldn't get the ball to cross the line. The Galaxy win their 6th MLS Cup trophy. Before I get into it, Danny, were you able to watch the game by any chance, or did you get to see the highlights?
I got to watch the highlights. The Galaxy scored 2 early on. Well, they scored the first goal extremely early.
Yeah. In the 9th minute, Joseph Paintsel.
Yeah, and it looked like butter too. They scored so easily. I was like, damn, it's gonna be like that, huh? And then they scored the second goal shortly after that, and it was just like it was downhill from there. Like the Red Bull didn't seem like they could muster any strength to break through the Galaxy defense.
No, yeah. I have down here in my notes. Yeah, so Joseph Paintsel in the 9th minute got the scoring going. I believe the assist went to Gaston Brugman. It was a weird tiki-taki pass in the midfield. I think Gaston
it was
gives
like toward goal, and it was a little tap in for the actual goal.
Yeah. The play starts off in midfield. Gaston has the ball. He's getting pressure. He gives it to Edwin Cirio, who gives it back to him on the give and go. And then, as you say, clean as butter. Paintsel's onside. The ball goes right down the middle of the Red Bull defense. And it wasn't the best shot. I think the goalkeeper, what's his name? Coronel. I have it written in here somewhere. Carlos Coronel could have got
the opposite way.
Kinda, yeah. I mean, he went down, but he
I think he
overextended.
He was to think that it was going the opposite way, and then he had to overcorrect to come back.
Yeah, because it went like right under him. I was like, damn, like that should not have gone in. But hey, I tell the people, it don't matter how it go in the net as long as they get in.
Yeah. And
they trickled on over the line, and Joseph Paintsel gets the scoring going for the Galaxy and the MLS Cup. And then just moments later, as you said, Dejan Joveljic, kind of the same thing. The ball kind of just gets bounced around in the middle of the field. Dejan gets it super high up the field, by the way, for a striker, and he just keeps dribbling, and for certain reason, nobody on the Red Bulls back line pushes up to him.
Stop him.
Yeah, and by the time they do, he not even a good shot either. He just kind of passes it off to the side, and the Red Bulls goalie Coronel once again didn't really think it was a high chance of a shot, and he once again trickled into the side netting, and the Galaxy were up 2-0 in the 13th minute. And then the Red Bulls get their one goal off of a corner kick, where the Galaxy have struggled all season long on set pieces, corner kicks, free kicks, anything with the kick. The Galaxy struggled to defend. Forsberg, who I thought was going to be more of a threat in this game, crossed the ball in. The ball is ping-ponging everywhere. I think it was Yoshida, the center back for the Galaxy, gets a touch to it to kick it away. It doesn't go far enough. It gets to the feet of Sean Nealis, their center back, who volleys it into the top corner. McCarthy never stood a chance to saving that ball, and the Red Bulls got onto the board in the 28th minute, I believe. I was a little nervous. I don't know how you felt, Dan. Did you feel nervous when they got that goal?
No. Yeah, I don't know. The Galaxy defense just seems so solid. They had a couple lapses here and there, but there were really only a handful of times that the Red Bulls were able to push up to scoring distance. Yeah, and it wasn't that often. It just didn't feel like that.
No, I think if I have this correctly, I feel like what the head coach for the Galaxy, Greg Vanney, had going in was so no Ricky Puig, obviously, tore his ACL. We're going to put Gaston Brugman and clog up the midfield. And also, the Red Bulls really like running the ball on a counterattack. So, a little bit of a defensive / midfield ball holding strategy. So basically, it was like, all right, we're gonna play defense. We're gonna pass the ball around, or actually no, we're gonna play defense, but we're gonna give you the ball when you're not set up to have the ball. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Because they're set up to attack when we have the ball. So I'm saying we as a Galaxy fan, they're expecting the Galaxy to push with the ball and then on a turnover just throw everybody forward, which they couldn't really do because obviously we gave them the ball and they were confused on, all right, what do we do? Like, what's our setup, going forward with the Galaxy playing defense? And I'm pretty sure you saw in the highlights as well. They did have some chances after that goal, but that's when I feel like only because I think the Galaxy might have, maybe had like a mental lapse for a little bit, or the Red Bulls were just getting a little bit lucky with the numbers going forward, and they had maybe one or two chances that should have been and could have been a goal, but they could not, they were unable to capitalize on those chances, and those were like literally the only legit chances they had in the first half as well. Like I said, this match could have also been 3-1. In the second half, the Galaxy just were literally firing on all cylinders. Plenty of counterattacks. Even in the first half as well, they could have made it 3-1. They had a free kick. Mickey Yamane gets forward. He had two options, Peck or Jovalic. It comes to Jovalic, but he goes for, I would say, depending on how you look at it, I think he went for power over direction. He went straight towards the goalkeeper. That could have been another 3-1 chance. And in the second half, Peck gets a few. Yamane gets one that comes off the post. I think once they subbed in Marco Royce for Gaston Brugman, who had a great night. He I almost forgot to write this down. He was also Gaston Brugman, who was named MLS Cup MVP, by the way. I do have it in here. Yeah, Gaston Brugman. Filled in the really big shoes of Ricky Puig, giving him the MLS Cup MVP honors. Like I said, there was plenty of chances this game could have ended 3-1. For the Red Bulls, their chances to tie the game were super duper close. Around like the 70th minute, they were on, and of course, according to their scripts, their game plan, on a counter. I think it was here I have his name. Lewis Morgan. He was nowhere to be found in this match, but on that one play, around like the 70th minute, gets the ball on a counter, starts passing it up. It's being passed around. It ends up to the feet of Emil Forsberg, who I think panicked a little bit as a defender came at him, and he didn't get the right shot off of his foot. should have had more power, but I guess in that slight panic, he like hit it like off of like I can't remember the top of my head, but like the tip of his foot. So like instead of it going like straight, it curved and hit the outside of the right post. I think if he wouldn't have panicked and hit it correctly, I think McCarthy doesn't get there.
Took a little bit of a second to set up.
Yeah, like literally like millisecond. That's what threw him off, and luckily the ball did not go into the back of the net. And I was looking at him like that ball should have been a goal. We should have been tied 2-2, but luckily we were not. And then I would say that was like their best. I mean, their best opening for a shot. I mean, Red Bulls just kept pushing and pushing and pushing, but what's his name? Caceres. No, Garces. Garces, the Colombian center back for the Galaxy. He was just on a good one. He had my vote for MLS Cup MVP because he was just everywhere. He was my MVP in my book. I know there was one tackle. I think if you rewatch the highlights, they did not include it, where I think the Rebels literally had a 1v1 with the goalie, and then, like I mentioned in our prior podcast, like this Colombian guy, he is fast as hell, bro. Just came back and tackled the shit out of him, and like no play for you guys. Like he was literally about to kick the ball, and then he got clapped. But yeah, it was a great game overall. I wish they would have got that third goal, but it just never came. And yeah, I don't know. Am I missing anything here, Danny, from the game that we should be talking about?
Only my bad vibe reads because looking at the actual statistics, the Galaxy had possession of the ball 41% of the time, while the Red Bull had majority possession of the ball 58% of the game. 12 shot attempts for the Galaxy and only 10 for the New York Red Bulls. I thought this was way more one-sided. It felt like way more one-sided from the highlights. Anyway, goes to show you should be watching the game. That's on me. But yeah, I mean,
hold on, my dog's calling me, but keep talking, Danny.
Go ahead. Yeah, just on the defensive side of the ball, the LA Galaxy got a couple more stops by forcing and giving away 6 corner kicks. But on the flip side, the New York Red Bulls had 4 saves, while the Galaxy only had 2. But yeah, congratulations to the LA Galaxy, New York Red Bulls. Good luck. Hope you do better next time. But anyway, while Rob gets his dogs, I will be holding in this cough and trying to read the next thing. He's got a couple of additional headlines. Excuse me. Got a cough coming on. Sorry about that, guys. And we're back. Yeah, Rob says here that I was right. He says, let me read it exactly. Danny, your steel curtain comments were correct about the Galaxy. And thank you. I just wanted to read that again. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. But anyway, yeah. Robert's LA Galaxy win the 2024 MLS Cup. Very cool for him. I'm really happy for him. This is the first time that he was able to see the Galaxy. And I'll let him talk about it, but he was able to see it in person. Yeah, I mean, this is a huge moment for him. I'm really happy that he got to experience this. That puts 2 LA championships in 2024 for the City of Angels.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, right. One's just a cup, but Rob, I was just saying, really happy for you. You were able to see this game in person, right?
Yes, I was. I was trying to downplay it. I was trying to be professional.
No. It's all good, man. Man, be proud. Your team won. This is your time to gloat. Yeah,
I
by next year, everyone's gonna say, "Shut up! This is your time."
All right, we got a couple.
Spew it out.
That's right. The LA Galaxy are 6-time champs. Y'all can suck it. Vamos Galaxy. Other thing is, all the people down the street, the noisy neighbors, y'all can suck it. You wonder what some of them are saying, Danny? I've literally seen these comments because they're like, "Oh, the 5 you won don't count because they're from when there was plumbers." So a lot of them are saying that we're tied 1-1.
Come on.
So they only count when they win.
Come on.
Even though there's been like 2 other expansion teams to win it before them. That's came crazy. After them. So they only count when LAFC wins.
Yeah. I mean, look.
What little bullshit is that?
They're no slouch, but dude, you got to get flowers when it is, you know? Like, if the Clippers ever won a championship, you'd have to be, okay, you know, they had the better team. But, anyway. You just have to.
Yeah.
You just have to.
Some housekeeping real quick. The Red Bulls, one of their center back, Andres Rios, was scratched moments/minutes before they had to walk out onto the field. I guess he got scratched during warm-ups. And he was replaced. He allegedly reported being sick. However, he was seen on the sidelines being okay. Who knows what his sickness was or his concern, but
wait, you just scratched on the eye or what?
No, like, not you too, bro. I was literally explaining this to someone that, like, scratched. Think about it, Danny.
Oh, I see what you're saying. He's scratched from the lineup.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Scratched from you gotta say from the lineup.
Yeah, he got scratched from the lineup. Yeah,
no, you said he was scratched.
He was scratched from the lineup.
There it is.
And then, like, literally after the final, a couple days after the final, he was, I guess his contract expired and he was not re-signed. He was allowed.
Get waived, son.
Yeah, he was allowed to sign with the expansion side, San Diego FC, which is low key kind of crazy. So who knows what the deal with him? But
all right.
Yeah, the Galaxy, number 1, this finishing first overall in the league with MLS Cup allows them to go into the round of 16 of the CONCACAF Champions Cup tournament. So they await the winner between RSO and I believe a Costa Rican club, and that will begin in March. And then the schedules for the MLS season should be announced sometime this week. As of this recording, I believe Thursday, maybe tomorrow, Wednesday, Friday for sure. But yeah, Thursday at least. You're gonna start seeing a lot of schedules be released. And then San Diego FC just did their expansion draft. I'm not gonna really go into it because they picked nobody, quintessentially. And then the Coachella Valley Invitational returns this year as well. The first games in the preseason training camp will be played on February 5th. So if you're lucky enough, go check it out. It's basically kind of like a baseball spring training, quintessentially. So yeah, if you got some time and some cash, go check it out. I heard it's lots of fun. Excuse me, voice almost cracked there. Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, that's it. Galaxy back on top. They've been to 10 MLS Cups. They've won 6 of them. Dan, you have anything else to add in regards to the MLS Cup final? Anything that surprised you, impressed you? Any thoughts? Negative, positive, indifferent?
Nope. Just like I drew it up. Congratulations to the Galaxy. Happy for you, Rob.
Yeah, thank you. I'm trying to get some merch, but they flying off the shelves. I'm starting to get scared.
Yeah. I think you should be a little more scared than like the Dodger merch because they're just gonna keep printing it for like a whole, you know.
Yeah, forever.
But I'm sure you'll be able to get your hands on something good.
No, yeah, I just gotta go look for a bit. But yeah. I don't know if we missed anything else. I don't know what Danny talked about while I was gone. I hope it was good.
Don't you worry. You'll hear it in post.
Yeah, we'll hear it in post. But that was our MLS Cup review slash recap. If you have any comments on the MLS Cup, let us know. I know there was like maybe a few things we made, like ratings and whatnot. Who cares about that?
Yeah.
But
Not when you're the winner.
No, yeah, of course. When you're the champ and you're on top, they ain't gonna care about you no champions. More. But Danny, are you ready to move on in our program?
Let's do it.
Alrighty, from MLS Cup to the hardwood. We're gonna be talking the NBA Christmas Day games. We're gonna be doing a little preview on that. Danny's gonna be going over them very quickly. We'll see how long this will go. Christmas this year is on a Wednesday, December 25th, of course. And there are 5 games on the slate. And we're gonna try to go through how these teams are playing and who's gonna win these matchups as well. But in chronological order, I'm gonna go through them real quick, and then we'll go into the deep dive. First up, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and also all these games are on ABC, ESPN, and ESPN Plus.
Yes.
But before
not a sponsor.
That, yeah, not a sponsor. But how do you feel that all the games are all on the same channel?
I think it's fine. Typically, they bounce between like TNT, ABC,
ESPN, like
ESPN
2 games on one
stuff.
channel.
Yeah, I enjoy that they're on ABC because then everyone can watch it. You know what I mean? Local ABC likely will be airing it if the whole time, if not just like a couple of the bigger games, and then you'll be able to find like on your second ABC channel maybe, if you're still watching digital TV, the rest of them. But if not, then sucks to suck. You need ESPN, but it's better than nothing. That's what I say.
I mean that's cool because I remember in the past it was like ABC then ESPN, and I'm like what if I don't have cable?
Yeah, exactly.
I think my uncle asked me, he's like, you put it on ESPN? I'm like, we don't have cable in the living room.
Yeah.
So you're stuck watching Spurs and Mavs.
Damn.
Or I don't know.
Whatever was on at the time.
But anyways, I just wanted to ask your quick opinion on that. But okay.
No,
now I'll say it in chronological order. All the games on ABC, ESPN, ESPN Plus at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We have the Spurs at Knicks. Then 11:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we got Timberwolves at the Mavericks. At 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we got Philadelphia at the Celtics. 76ers at the Celtics. Then at 5 p.m. West Coast time, we got Lakers at Warriors. And then to top off the night, we got Nuggets at Suns at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Playoff rematch.
No, that should be a good game. Danny, we're gonna go back up top. Can you tell us what is your opinion on the Spurs at Knicks game?
That should be a total trouncing by the Knicks. It's nice that the Spurs are getting a little bit of a nod. Victor Wembanyama, the alien, is gonna see some primetime Christmas game airtime. Well, I guess not primetime, but he's gonna get some Christmas game hours in. At 9 a.m. Tough look for us on the West Coast, but it'll be pretty cool to see how he does against a faster pace Knicks team. Let's see how he does against a stretch 5 in Karl Anthony Towns. The Knicks also have Mitchell Robinson back, who we'll see how they play him here and there. We'll see if they try to bruise up Wemby, but anyway, should be a good game. Jalen Brunson's always a good show.
I've been telling you,
next game,
the Knicks are doing really good.
The Knicks are doing great.
I told y'all, I was like, I think it's a good year for the Knicks. I mean, every year they've been playing better. I mean,
it was a tough look with the trade Julius Randle out.
The Knicks currently in 3rd place. They're playing once again the Spurs, who are in technically 11th place, right outside that last play-in game in the Western Conference. Yeah, Knicks currently 16-10 with a .615 win percentage. So yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, if you want to continue on, we could do predictions after. We'll fly through those. Sure. But yeah, Timberwolves at Mavs, 11:30 a.m. Another early morning game of sorts. What can you tell us about that matchup, and what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's gonna be great to see Luka versus excuse me, Luka versus Anthony Edwards. It'd be cool. I mean, the Timberwolves have been doing all right. They haven't been doing great. I think that's partially because they can't rely on Rudy Gobert to do anything on the inside. Without Karl-Anthony Towns, don't have a second big man option underneath. It's just tough to see sometimes because the lob threat, you kind of see the hole of that cat left, not as a lob threat entirely, but just him being a stretch five freed up Nasri to move more freely. He can go catch a lob. Anyone else can go catch it, but without him and having Julius Randle being the replacement, you're very limited in who your third passing option is. And on the floor, you can only have so many spacers, and you need Rudy Gobert to defend the paint, and he's kind of a negative offensive force. So it'll be interesting to see them play against the lob happy Klay Thompson clappy Dallas Mavericks.
You said the Klay Thompson Mavericks? That's insane.
Yeah. I mean, he's been doing.
He's been doing pretty good.
Games. Yeah. But yeah, I mean the Mavericks have been doing great. They are currently sitting in fourth in the very tight Western Conference. They're tied for third seed, but finishing right behind the Houston Rockets with the same record, 17-9. But yeah, I mean, Luka. It's gonna be great to see Luka in another Christmas game. We'll see how the teams develop with Klay Thompson and see if Klay can give us a little bit of Christmas magic. He gave us a little bit of that when they beat the Golden State Warriors the other day, but we'll see how it is.
No, yeah. In the current standings, we have, as you mentioned, Dallas 17-9 tied with Houston, and they're both one win behind Memphis at 18 wins.
Yep, surprising.
Minnesota with the
Memphis team.
And then Minnesota with the record of 14-11, with tied with that record with Phoenix and Golden State. So yeah, Minnesota currently in 7th place. But yeah, do you want to move on to the 76ers Celtics game now?
Yeah, that should be a trouncing. That should be a trouncing.
A trouncing?
Yeah.
What?
Embiid is. Yeah, I mean, with Embiid likely out.
Yes, I have an update on that as well. But continue.
With Embiid likely out, that should be a trouncing. I mean, Tyrese Maxey and Paul George, they recently just put up an incredible dual stat line. I think they went up for like 48 and 35 or something like that. Crazy. Tyrese Maxey, I believe in. Embiid has been some sort of something this season. And I feel really bad for Paul George moving over to Philly to contend and getting this type of treatment. But
yeah, that's pretty messed up.
I mean, the Celtics are doing great. Kristaps Porzingis is coming back. He's ramping up.
The Celtics that nobody likes.
Yeah, the Celtics that nobody likes that are probably still the best team in the NBA. Other than OKC, I would say.
What do you mean, Cleveland? You're tripping.
Yeah, come on. Do you really believe in Cleveland, though, as a championship team? Come on.
I didn't believe him from day one.
Yeah. But
I didn't believe him as a playoff team.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just going to do great. And It'll be tough for the Sixers to do anything against the Celtics, but I think they can pull a close game out. But I think the Celtics got it. Peyton Pritchard's been doing really great over there, and yeah, JB and JT they're doing their thing.
No, yeah. So I do have a slight update on 76ers. So yeah, Embiid in and out of the lineup. Of course, he did get whacked in the face not so long ago.
Yes.
So yeah, Embiid might be out with a sinus fractured, but their coach said, and I quote, "It is not nearly as severe," end quote, as they expected. But ESPN just posted. I haven't seen the whole video, but it says Stephen A says Joel Embiid is close to being compared to Ben Simmons.
Yeah, it is a tough look right now for Embiid. Rob, do you want to pull up his stat line while I talk about the Philadelphia injuries real quick?
Yeah, let me see if there even are any stats. Like, it's so bad. Bro? There's literally nothing.
Okay.
He's barely
go ahead.
Or go for it, but I mean, do you want me to go or you want?
No, you go.
All right, so games played 6.
4
he's
games.
only played averaging 29.3 minutes. His average right now is 20.3, which is okay if he was a bench guy nowadays. He's averaging 7.7 rebounds, 3.8 assists, 1 block, and yeah, it's very average numbers in comparison to his like MVP season.
Yeah, it's a tough look. I mean, even last year before he got hurt, he was top of the scoring list, and he was doing great. But it's, I don't know, something's happened to Embiid. It says here on the injury report, he's expected to be out until at least the 23rd. So there's a chance that he makes it into this Christmas game. I think that could be a huge turning point for him if he is able to clear health protocols and whatever and play in the Christmas game, and they beat the Celtics.
Mask.
Yeah, I think it could be a huge turning point for Philadelphia.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but I mean, I would say these Christmas games are either duds or these Christmas games are
classics,
turnarounds.
Yep.
Yeah, classic. Like they're gonna try to turn it around, get it going. Because yeah, right now, their best player is
Tyrese Maxey.
I think I just had it right.
Tyrese
Maxey. Averaging 25.1 points. They got who's this guy? Andre Drummond. With 8.6
Andre Drummond
rebounds.
is their second leading scorer? No way.
No, rebounds.
Oh, rebounds. Oh, leading rebounds.
8.6. And assists is Tyrese Maxey again with 5. And then steals, Tyrese Maxey again, 2.1. And then in blocks, it's KJ Martin.
Yep.
So,
Kenyon Martin Jr.
I mean, you have to get points. You got to score. You got to get production on the stat line from somewhere, right?
Yeah.
If your main guy's not doing it, physically can't do it.
Yeah. And Philly sadly lost Jared McCain, their young rook, to a knee injury, and he's expected to be out until the 20th, sadly. So, yeah, they lost a good piece there, but they got to do something to turn it around, and they've got the piece to do it. They got Embiid. Let's see what he does.
All right. I mean, who knows? Is it a personality issue? Is it a physical injury issue?
I mean, it's got to be something.
A coaching issue? Well, it's something, yeah. Yeah, it's very odd. Very odd behavior. But, yeah, do you have anything else to add in regards to that Sixers-Celtics game?
Yeah, no. That's it. Well,
no?
Just
right,
get
perfect.
well soon, Jared McCain. I hope he recovers quick, because he could have been Rookie of the Year. Could still be. If he gets that surgery and recovers quick enough. I know it's tough, but could still be.
No, yeah. Moving on to the West Coast, we got Lakers at Warriors at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The Lakers started out really hot. Now have fallen to 10th in the playoff running. And then the Warriors themselves are also in that dogfight in the 8th. Danny, what can you tell us about this matchup?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be fast versus big. Lakers are longer.
That's true. Yeah.
But Golden State is faster. They've got a little bit better shooting. Excuse me. I think it's going to be a tough game because Golden State Warriors just picked up Dennis Schroeder in the drop of the latest quote unquote trade deadline, the December 15th trade deadline where contracts, I believe it's traded players can be traded again after December 15th. So Golden State Warriors picked up Dennis Schroeder and shipped off Shake Milton, which he was doing really good. But yeah, they needed another point guard. So here comes Dennis Schroeder, pick and roll master. Let's see what it does. Because they were not running pick and roll very often, but I think it's going to be tough to do against the Lakers, who are decent against a pick and roll, but you're going to roll into an Anthony Davis, you're going to roll into LeBron James.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah.
They're going to shut that shit down.
Yeah. I mean, but it can definitely, with the off-ball movement of the Golden State Warriors, it can definitely work in their favor. You roll into the LeBron or an Anthony Davis and who's cutting behind? Curry. You can have a Buddy Hield cutting behind. You can have so many guys cutting around, setting even a secondary screen, just to shake free for a corner three or something like that. The options are just unlimited for Golden State Warriors. I like them over the Los Angeles Lakers, unfortunately.
Yeah.
The Lakers are kind of hurting for a big man. They really need a point guard. I don't know who they
need someone to create.
Yeah, exactly. I think they should have picked up DeJounte Murray before the season started, but I think the whole league knew the Lakers were hurting for a point guard, and they're kind of playing keep away with the Lakers because they just knew the position that they were in. But
that sucks.
We'll see with the situation that the Pelicans are in now, and word on the street is Pelicans are looking to sell every player except for a handful, including Herb Jones.
Shut the fuck up.
And was it Herb Jones? And a couple other players. But yeah, allegedly Zion is on the chopping block. Brandon Ingram's been on the block. CJ McCollum. Everybody except for Herb and a couple other standout guys.
Are they just blowing up the whole
they're blowing
lineup?
It up. Yep. Tossing everybody.
They said straight rebuild.
Yeah, and Zion I think is one of the juicier players on the team. No pun intended, but because I think his contract is that if he gets traded, he does not have to be paid out at the end of the season. You can just say, "Hey, we're done. We'll pay you out for this year, and we don't have to continue the contract."
That's crazy.
So you can do a trade. Let's see how it is, and then have it end and offer an extension, something like that, or offer a new contract. But there's a lot of things to do with that Zion. It's going to be tough to move him too, though, because of his injury history. But anyway, yeah, I think it'll be a good game still. It's never hard to see, or it's never bad to see LeBron go up against Curry, even though they're both on the West now. But yeah, just to be a good game.
And then we got one more.
I like the Warriors.
Okay. And then last game of Christmas nights, 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Nuggets at Suns. What you got for me there?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, we got the Phoenix Suns who be doing decent. They're only one game behind the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets been struggling a little bit without Aaron Gordon and Michael Porter Jr. And they're struggling to shoot threes. The Denver Nuggets are, but um, Aaron Gordon and Michael Porter Jr. both came back from their short-term injury, and they smashed uh, in the return. So yeah, I mean the Denver Nuggets are looking hot. They're on a 3-game win streak, but so do the Suns. A little bit of heat in the winter there with a 2-game win streak. Um, yeah, I mean, what can I say? The star players on both sides are doing what they do. I think the Denver Nuggets are in a very similar position in the Suns as they've paid their top guys what they need to be paid, but that has left them kind of hamstrung on the rest of the roster. So they're not super deep. Their role players are very edge case role players, but you need to depend on them to be productive when necessary. And I think the Denver Nuggets have done that a little bit better than the Phoenix Suns, even though the Phoenix Suns roster is much better than the Denver Nuggets. But yeah, we'll see. Bradley Beal's been kind of in and out of the lineup again this season, but he is not going anywhere with his contract. Yeah, we'll see. I bet it's gonna get a little chippy. A later game. It's gonna be at Phoenix, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. But anyway,
Okay.
yeah, I like the Nuggets on this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna go back up to the
Interesting.
top again. I don't know if we
Oh,
got
sure.
your predictions, all of them. So Spurs at Knicks. Who you got?
Knicks
Yeah, same Knicks.
easily.
Timberwolves at Mavs.
This is a tough one. I think the Mavs gonna have that one.
Yeah, I think so as well. I don't think Cat is gonna be able to do everything by himself.
No.
Um.
Whoa. Cat is not on
Or,
Timberwolves.
I mean, Ant-Man. Sorry, they said very similar nicknames. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah. Very uncreative,
uh,
but anyway.
Yeah. And I don't know. I'm gonna go with the upset on 76ers and Celtics. Give me the Sixers.
Ooh.
I'm gonna be that guy.
Give me the Celtics. I'm not crazy.
And then I'm gonna go. Give me another upset. Lakers at Warriors.
You're like the Lakers. I'm gonna take the Warriors.
Yes. And then I know you said Nuggets. I'm also gonna go with the Nuggets.
Yeah, I'm going with the Nuggets.
But yes,
Anyway.
that was the Christmas slate. We're over time a little bit in our NBA section here, but very quickly, the NBA did announce a new format for the All-Star game. It will be a tournament style. There will be 3 games quintessentially, a semifinal, another semifinal, and then the final. So there will be the 3 games. Of course, everyone gets voted, yada, yada, yada. All-Star game will be Sunday, February 16th at Chase Center, home of the Golden State Warriors, to be aired at 8 p.m. Eastern on TNT, 5 p.m. Pacific. But yeah, basically a mini tournament. So there's game 1, then there's game 2, and those winners will face off each other in the championship game, game 3. For each of the games, the winner will be the first team to reach or surpass 40 points. So to my understanding, they'll have 3 teams voted in, and then the 4th team will be what is it, the Rising Star?
Yeah,
Right?
the Rising Star team.
So they'll have a Rising Star team basically as the 4th team to get in there. So yeah, should be interesting. Kevin Durant said, "I hate it." Of course, not surprised. But yeah, so that's what they're doing this year. And then as of this recording, the NBA Cup is on. I believe if I have this correct,
It is
on
ongoing
my
right now. You want me to read the
my
score? I got the
phone.
score.
Yes, what's the score, Danny?
It is a minute and 56 seconds left in the second quarter, with Milwaukee leading by 47-46 against OKC.
So yeah, we will see who wins this matchup after we're done recording. So we'll post it somewhere. If not, look it up.
Yeah.
It's on the internet.
Check
Just
out the
look it up.
IG.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, Danny, do you have anything else to add in regards to the NBA? Just anything?
Um,
Very quickly, of course.
The only thing is, I'm sad that Jokic is kind of stuck in Denver, but Franz Wagner got hurt. Sad. And I hope anyone with injuries recovers quickly.
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad you ended it on a positive note. Like, this is the Christmas section.
Yeah. Talking about Christmas.
But yeah.
You want to move on to the warm-up?
I mean, yeah, of course. It's Christmas. There's a lot going on. We are now in the warm-up. We got sports on Netflix. Netflix getting into the sports game.
Yeah. Because guess what they're streaming on Christmas Day, Rob?
They will be streaming some NFL games.
Yes.
Yeah. The NFL will be on Netflix. We have the Chiefs versus the Steelers at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And then Ravens versus Texans at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time as well. But we bring this up because Netflix getting into the sports world is a little... It's unknown to many, of course, what the quality will be, what their delivery will be, what their presentation, what their storytelling will be. Because as of late, I think they've posted like a tennis tournament or a golf tournament. And then the biggest thing they have had on the record so far, which was very recently, we didn't talk about it because we don't talk about gimmicky stuff like that. I mean, necessarily, I know it's any sport, any activity, we'll cover it, but there's just some things you don't want to get into necessarily because of this reason.
This was a tough look.
Yeah, the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight, which was originally scheduled on a different date, was postponed because Mike Tyson felt sick or was not prepared for the fight, unfortunately. So it got rescheduled. The fight was at AT&T Stadium, home of the Dallas Cowboys. There's a lot of people there. The whole thing was that the fight was going to be on Netflix. But I feel like the tall tale sign was that not the mid card, but the lower tier cards were all on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
free?
Yeah.
So I thought that was weird. I'm like, wouldn't they want to have everyone go onto Netflix? Yeah, the undercard, excuse me. Yeah. Wouldn't they want to show the undercard on Netflix and have everyone on Netflix already?
I think it was just for time.
Maybe, yeah. But also, what time? It's their own streaming service.
It's true.
You're not going to go to commercial break because they need to show your local tire shop commercial.
Yeah. I guess if you just can't fill the ad space, then it's negative money, right? And who's going to pay for the undercard for this fight? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, there was a couple good fights. I can't remember off the top of my head because I was just coincidentally at my friend's house and we were watching them and we're like, oh, wait, these are good fights. And then, I mean, we're kind of jumping around. The Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight was not. Well, I'm not gonna say it was not, but it didn't have the best reputation. Because according to
elder abuse. Let's be real.
Thousands, I guess you could say millions. The signal was not good. The production was not good. There was a lot of errors or what's the word that's on the tip of my tongue? Technical difficulties.
Buffering, lag.
Yeah, buffering.
Disconnections.
Yeah, disconnect. A lot of the disconnections. The interviews were not the best.
No.
I forgot they were interviewing a big name. I forgot who it was, and they're like, "Oh yeah, sorry, we have technical difficulties." I'm like, "Bruh, like you can't have this happening." On this big day. Especially if Netflix really wants to get into the game in this streaming world and live streaming of games, because they just signed a 10-year deal to have the WWE's World Wrestling Entertainment's flagship show, Monday Night Raw. The show that's been on since like the 80s, 90s, whatever the date may be. I think it's the 90s. The wrestling people are getting worried now too, because they don't want to log on to Netflix and then have it buffering and then the show ends. Because then what do you do? Like, I would be so upset. Like, I understand, like, if this happens when you're watching, like, on an illegal streaming service, which we don't condemn.
Recommend. We don't recommend. We don't condone.
Yeah, there you go. We don't condone.
God, Rob.
Sorry. Hey, I know too many SAT words.
Too many, really.
Yeah, too many. Still couldn't pass the A push. But yeah. So a lot of people are just nervous that they're gonna get that same quality, and it's not gonna look the best. I mean, if it happens, it happens. But I mean, what are you gonna do about it? You know?
Yeah.
I mean, there's gonna be trial and error, of course, but I mean, like, this was a really big trial,
Yeah.
and it gave you guys a really big error. I don't know if you have anything else to add about that.
No. Yeah, Christmas Day is just gonna be another test. People think streaming is streaming. On demand streaming versus live streaming is very different. Especially if on the live stream, you know, X times amount of people view the live stream than you thought were gonna view it. Um, and Netflix is a very data heavy streaming service. Anyway, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this NFL Christmas Day debut on Netflix is gonna shake out.
No, because I mean, the wrestling fans haven't seen it yet. But if the NFL fans see this, all hell is gonna break loose for sure.
Oh yeah,
I'm pretty sure the NFL is gonna have cold
larger
feet.
Audience.
Yeah,
Cold feet.
and then
Yeah. Frozen feet.
frozen feet. Yeah, like the NFL fans aren't gonna like this. Like, you're gonna have a bunch of casuals being like, "Oh well, I'm not gonna watch the game no more. Fuck the NFL. Like, why are we gonna invest our time into this when they can't even deliver us a decent product
Yeah.
through television or streaming services?"
Yeah.
And it's going to be another worse look too if you're like someone from Netflix. Like, if you're a regular Netflix buyer and Netflix is trying to sell you like, "Hey, we have sports now, like live sports. Like, do you want to watch?" Hell no. I'm not going to watch that shit if it's not good.
Yeah. Yeah. Why am I gonna pay extra for laggy stream where I can go on another
poor
website
quality.
and get the score update, and it's better than constantly waiting for low quality stream, like you said, Rob.
And I think I did see that there will be like some local broadcasts, but yeah, like if you're trying to watch this not in your local area, you're gonna be possibly asked out. I mean, we're just speculating, of course. We don't know if it's gonna be terrible, but
Yeah.
that Jake
I
Paul
hope it's
Mike
good.
Tyson fight was. I mean, I hope so,
Yeah.
because a
Yeah.
lot of people have Netflix.
Yeah. If the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight was any indication, I don't think there will be nearly as many people watching these NFL Christmas games. But if the quality was any indication, they need to step up. I don't think they have to double beef up everything, but they've got to beef up their infrastructure for sure.
No, yeah, of course. I mean, I completely agree with you, because is Netflix. It's well known around the world. They have shown many properties, not theirs. They've created their own properties that they completely own, and people around the world know by name. And so, yeah, it has to be better. Because yeah, I mean, so if you don't, I'm gonna tell you this. I don't own Netflix. I used to, and then I was like, wait, there's actually nothing I want to watch on here. I rarely watch streaming. I watch a lot of YouTube and documentaries. So yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe if this works, maybe I'll have to get Netflix. But if it doesn't, it just gives me another reason to not get Netflix, because I'm like, there ain't nothing good on there, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you have Netflix, right, Danny?
Yeah, I do have Netflix.
Like, how would you
but
say
yeah.
the quality and presentation is on there? Like,
Yeah,
I mean, obviously not sports, but like just in general.
Yeah, on a typical on-demand stream, and now there's tiers. You can pay for higher definition, better streaming, whatever.
Commercials.
Yeah, well, I don't know if they have the ad tier anymore. Yeah, I think they do. But I mean, it's fine, but it does eat up a lot of your data. Like, if you don't have decent internet, two people trying to watch Netflix on both of their phones, it's gonna eat up the Wi-Fi, so no one else can do anything else. But that's just how Netflix is. They prioritize the quality of the stream being displayed over anything else, so it'll hog up all of your internet waves there. But yeah, it's just not the same thing when you're trying to do live streaming. You want to be efficient. You want to send those data packets nice and tight. Have them bundled up, like a cool Christmas gift. But we'll see. I mean, yeah, I think it'll be a real good test to see how many people watch these NFL games and how well the stream performs, quality wise.
I completely agree with you, man. But yeah, I mean, I think I've said my 2 cents on this topic. Do you have anything else to add in regards to sports being shown on Netflix?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. Whatever, as long as they don't hike up the price like crazy.
Oh yeah, dude.
We'll see what it is.
Oh, that'd be another reason why
eventually it will be. Eventually they'll hike it up again, but we'll see.
All right, for sure. But yeah, I believe if that's all you have, I think that brings us to the last part of our programming here. Oh my gosh, I was holding that one in for a little bit. But yeah, Danny, are you ready for the rundown?
Let's hit it, Rob.
Yeah, so in this week's rundown, and the last rundown of the year, which is crazy, yeah, we have MLB. As of this recording, we are officially 100 days away from opening day. March 27th could not come any sooner. I know, yeah, we just finished the season, which feels like, yesterday, but it was back in October. No, wait, November. Somewhere around there. November, yeah. Right before the election. So yeah, we just crowned a champion, and in 100 days we're gonna crown. We're gonna start getting ready to crown another one. So yeah, 100 days for the MLB season to start. NHL Winter Classic.
Wait, before you move on, MLB news. Cody Bellinger signed with the Yankees.
Bruh.
Yeah.
I don't like him no more.
Damn.
He's gonna have
to live long enough to see him become the villain.
Yeah. Oh dang, good catch, good eye.
Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, next up we have the NHL Winter Classic. The St. Louis Blues will play the Chicago Blackhawks on Tuesday, December 31st at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can watch the game on TNT. They will be playing this game at Wrigley Field in Chicago. This will mark the 16th NHL Winter Classic, not a sponsor, and the 42nd NHL regular season outdoor game. So yeah, it should be a good game out there at Wrigley Field. Some NFL stuff to go over very quickly. Pride time games for this week. We have the Thursday night game. The Broncos travel to Los Angeles to face off against the Chargers. You can watch the game on Prime Video at 5:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Then Sunday, we have the Bucks versus the Cowboys on NBC and Peacock at 5:20 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then Monday, we have the Saints versus the Packers on ABC, ESPN, ESPN Plus at 5:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then a little bit of a bonus, we also have games on Saturday. We have the Texans and the Chiefs. That could be found on NBC. And then we have Steelers versus the Ravens, and you can find that game on Fox. Some combat news to go over. UFC, MMA. Correct me if I'm wrong, Danny. Joaquin Buckley.
Yep, Buckley.
He was victorious over Colby Covington. As the bout was halted, due to Covington bleeding profusely above his right eye, I believe. Yeah, and they had a doctor come in. Was cut. Yeah, his eyelid was cut, and according to the doctor, she literally looked at him and like put up her hands, and she looked at the ref, and he's like, his eyeball's about to fall out. She's like, we're done here.
Yeah, the ref was like, what do you think, doc? And she looks at him and is like, there's a big chance that he can lose his eye. And the ref kind of looks down, and he's just like sadly waves his hand. He's like, I gotta stop it.
No, yeah. And then they interviewed Dana White, of course, and he was like, if this fight was in Vegas, it wouldn't have been stopped. Also, I'm pretty sure if this fight was in Vegas, I'm pretty sure literally he would have got his ass kicked. Covington would have got the shit beaten out of him, and he would have been.
It would have been stopped anyway.
No, yeah, he probably would have gave up.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the doctor could have been.
I think it would have been stoppage.
Oh, maybe. Well, either way, I mean, he was gonna lose because there's no way you're gonna. Even if his eye wasn't like about to pop
he was
out,
getting his ass beat.
yeah, it wasn't a good look. So it was better just cut his losses there. But I mean, they literally wiped the blood away and it looked like he was fine. But yeah, it was a lot of blood.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but
I'm not a doctor.
I bet
so
if
I
you
can't speak on
zoomed
that.
in, you probably could have saw like the layers of protective fat underneath his eye, his eyelid, and like probably start seeing the membrane of his freaking eyeball. He was
for
he was
sure.
bleeding so much.
Yeah. In other combat news, in the boxing world, I know we haven't covered that in a while. Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury will face off once again on December 21st, located in the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The start time will be 10 a.m. Eastern in the U.S., and you can watch that fight on DAZN pay-per-view for a price of $39.99. Not a sponsor. Danny, who do you got?
That's tough. I'll take Usyk.
You think so? You think Fury's gonna let up on this one this time?
I think so. I don't know. I think Europe's got some fight in them this year.
All right, for sure. In WNBA news, the Players Association and the league met to discuss a new collective bargaining agreement. The WNBA Players Union opted out of the current deal, but the current CBA does go through 2025. So we're gonna see where that storyline continues until the end of next season. The league also announced they will play their first regular season international game, with the Seattle Storm playing the Atlanta Dream. The league will welcome its first team outside the U.S. with the Toronto Tempo beginning play in 2026. Danny, how are you excited for a women's team in Toronto?
Heck yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, Toronto's a big basketball city anyway. You already got the Raptors out there. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Let's go Tempo.
And then, what else I got here? And then lastly, unless I'm forgetting something, Danny, we have the college football playoff standings, which are officially set. The playoffs are set. In the first round, starting on, I'm going to go through the whole thing, so stay with me here. Friday, December 20th, we have number 10, Indiana, at number 7, Notre Dame, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on ABC and ESPN. Then Saturday, December 21st, number 11, SMU, at number 6, Penn State, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on TNT and Max. Number 12, Clemson, travels to number 5, Texas, to play at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on TNT and Max. Then the third game of that day, number 9, Tennessee, at number 8, Ohio State, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and you can watch that game on ABC and ESPN. Then after that, we will have the quarterfinals beginning on Tuesday, December 31st. We have number 3, Boise State. Yes, you heard me. Number 3, Boise State versus the winner of Penn State and SMU. That would be the Fiesta Bowl, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and watch the game on ESPN. Then, of course, the next day, New Year's Day, Wednesday, January 1st, number 4, Arizona State will play the winner between Texas and Clemson in the Peach Bowl, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on ESPN. Then the number 1 ranked team in the country, Oregon, will play number 8, Ohio State, or number 9, Tennessee, in the Rose Bowl at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on ESPN. Then lastly, number 2, Georgia, will face the winner between Notre Dame or Indiana in the Sugar Bowl, 5:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on ESPN. And then just for organization purposes, the semifinals will be Thursday, January 9th for the Orange Bowl, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, ESPN. Then Friday, January 10th will be the Cotton Bowl, 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on ESPN as well. Then, of course, the National Championship, the Natty, will be Monday, January 20th from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, to be televised on ESPN, and programming will begin at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Woo! Danny, we have made it to the end of our episode, and I know we kind of skipped through this in the beginning. That was my bad. This will be the last episode of the year. We might do another episode in the beginning of the year. So it might be the 7th. We're gonna take a holiday break. Does that sound good with you, Danny?
Sounds great to me.
So yeah, I know you might be out of town around that time. So yeah, no show next week. No show the 31st. Is the 7th good with you? January 7th?
The 7th should be good with me.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, because we're gonna go on the break. But yeah, that's mostly it. I know like I said, we ran through the intro really quick, but you have any quick fond memory of Christmas or New Year's like to tell the people out there really quick?
In particular for me, New Year's Eve is always really special because it's my grandma's birthday. So we get together, we do kind of a Christmas, New Year's, happy birthday celebration together. So yeah. Yeah, grandma's no longer with us, but for any of y'all who have your grandparents still, hug them a little tight. Yeah, spend some time with your family this season. Yeah, happy holidays, everyone. Happy New Year, 2025. We're gonna get this good.
No, yeah, for sure. I guess for me, I guess growing up, we used to always play like board games. So that was always fun.
Yeah.
I liked watching the Rose Bowl on New Year's Day because that's cool. And yeah, watching a lot of college football.
Oh yeah, we were an NBA house, so Christmas Day.
No, yeah.
It's NBA all day.
No, yeah, watching the replays on Hulu.
Oh yeah. Hulu or no? Some of my cousins had cable, so we just put it on. But yeah, Christmas Day we do that. New Year's Day, like you said, the Rose Parade.
Oh yeah,
and a bunch of food all the time. Eating the whole day.
No, yeah.
The whole day away.
But yeah, that sounds good. I mean that's it. Danny, is there anything else you want to tell the people out there? The rundown, Christmas, whatever.
No, just happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah. Yeah, Happy New Year's, guys. Diwali, yeah.
No, yeah, of course. Yeah, like how Danny said, Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, Diwali, whatever you celebrate. Happy New Year as well for Rambling Runoff. I guess I'll go into the exit outro here now. Yeah, thank you for listening to our show this year. We really appreciate it.
Yep.
I mean, I know we took a break again, but yeah, I feel like this time going every 2 weeks has worked out pretty well. Thank you for listening. If you're listening on YouTube, please hit that like and subscribe button. If you're on Spotify for Creators, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, give us a follow. Leave a comment if you can. We really appreciate it. If you want to hear more from us, from Rambling Runoff, you can find us on X, aka Twitter, at Rambling Runoff. Also on Instagram, at Rambling Runoff. Also find us on TikTok, where we post there sometimes as well. But yeah, we're looking forward to another great year of Rambling Runoff next year, 2025. We're gonna come back bigger, stronger, and better. And yeah, we're gonna make this shit the best fucking podcast that we can. And yeah, I just hope whoever's been listening keeps listening, and tell whoever you know to listen as well, because we put a lot of hard work into this. And yeah, I mean, that's mostly it. I mean, I guess I've been your host, Robert Rios. For my co-host, Danny Tan, we wish you happy holidays and a happy new year. See you guys next year. Bye.
See ya. Peace.